TDP Productions presents Music from the Heart.
Here's a Daily Vincent song, Po' Boy Blues. Work all night and work all day, like to think we're living this way. Work the sole right off of my shoes, I got the po' working blues. Well, left my home when I was just a boy, I found me a job up north in Detroit. Worked long hours just to pay my bills like a rich man living, mansion on a hill. Work all night and I work all day, like to think we're living this way. Work the sole right off of my shoes, I got the po' working blues. Yeah. Well, call me a country boy, call me what you will, but I ain't no good little boy to steal. Work long hours just to pay my way, Lord, I barely make it day to day. Work all night and I work all day, like you think we're living this way. Work the sole right off of my shoes, I got the po' working blues. All right. Yeah, Jackie Hill on the boat. Work all night and I work all day, like you think we're living this way. Work the sole right off of my shoes, I got the po' working blues. I got the po' working blues. North Carolina, where I was born, that's where I want to be. But I'm stranded in Ohio, so lonely I can be. I miss my mama and my papa in our little place in town. I miss my Julie and her tender kiss in our little Carolina town. But I was foolish to go and leave her, I had roaming on my mind. If I ever get out of this city, oh Carolina, where I'm bound. I miss my Julie, she was crying, tears like rain falling down. I miss my Julie and her tender loving in our little Carolina town. I was foolish to go and leave her. I had roaming on my mind. If I ever get out of this city, oh Carolina, where I'm bound. I was foolish to go and leave her. I had roaming on my mind. If I ever get out of this city, oh Carolina, where I'm bound.
A song entitled The Farmer's Son's Altar Call. Well, the well went dry and the mule got sick. The boll weevils was bad and wasn't any cotton to pick. The truck payment was late and the taxes was due, and Daddy, he'd just say, now what are we gonna do? The squirrels got the pecans and the squash didn't make, and worms had gotten apples and wasn't any taters to rake. Mama, she was begging for food stamps till her face had turned blue, and well, Daddy, he'd just say, now what are we gonna do? The dogs got old and broke out in a rash. Well, he'll just scoot along the grass trying to scratch. The chickens all died and the guineas flew, and Daddy, he'd just say, now what are we gonna do? The fence was down and the cows got out. Well, a car hit one, that's what the lawsuit's about. You can't get blood out of a turnip, they still gonna sue. And Daddy, he'd just say, now what are we gonna do? The sun had come up and it'd get hot. All the help would be sitting in the shade. Wasn't any work getting done, but they'd still want to be paid. Then Friday would come and the payroll was due, and Daddy, he'd just say, now what are we gonna do? And then Daddy heard an old preacher man say about how on a cross a price was paid, and how you can live forever if you believe it was paid for you. And Daddy said, now you know, now that I can do. So from that day forth, things kind of seemed to take a turn, and I knew right then a good lesson had been learned, that when God comes to live in a man's heart, the cares of this old world just don't seem to play such a big part. Now John 3:16, it's not for just a few. Jesus died for the whole world. So now what are we going to do? Well, as for me, in January of '96, I got on my knees at an old altar where I knew my destiny with hell as something that I couldn't fix. But because of that shed blood at Calvary's cross, well, I'll live forever with God in heaven. And this is one old country boy soul that the devil done lost. Now, your sin debt was paid at Calvary just the same as mine, and now salvation, well, it don't cost a dime. The Bible says whoever calls on the name of the Lord should be saved, and that the trip to heaven by the way of the cross, well, it's already been paid. So if you can just receive this old gospel message to be true, well, then Jesus is calling. Now what are you going to do?